Oh gosh, so I remember bringing this to you in a Sean's closet not long ago, and it is also completely kind of new to the assortment in the terms that Jour is a really fast fashion brand for us at QVC, and it's all about following trend, fast fashion, meaning constantly changing, constantly kind of relevant. And this is the look of now in terms of both print, but also soft suiting, because this is a blazer. It's an open front blazer, so there is no, there's no buttons, there's no closure mechanism. It almost has a really wide lapel flap with a high-low hem that mimics a tuxedo blazer. But the cool thing about it, and here I'll put on the color that you're not seeing on the girls, and then I'll go to the girls. It's done out of like a georgette crepe material. It's completely machine wash. And the colors, by the way, since we're talking that, are black floral, blue floral, and rose floral. It ships to you for free, and the price goes up at the very end of the day. And I remember when I first brought this to you, because I've so fallen in love with blazers. Like I'm going over here to the girls. So I've so fallen in love with blazers, and yet I've never seen something done in a printed silhouette, and I just think it's so fresh and fun. Not to mention, you can't really appreciate it till you get it home. That really wide lapel that starts skinny and then ends up wide is tacked down at the edge. So it never does this weird flip-flop thing, and you don't have to worry about buttons and should I close it or should I open it. It's meant to be an open front, kind of like a waterfall or open front cardigan, but it has a little bit more structure and I think dressiness than a cardigan. Not to mention the floral. It's not just blazers that are really hot, but it's obviously floral prints right now. And I think as a topper jacket, or a blazer, or in place of a cardigan, or to cover up shoulders this summer when you've got something cap sleeve or tank top on, I just think it's a really cute and also really easy fit item. I mean, it's so pretty. The floral is just, you know, in those Latin books where they, like those Latin botanicals, they'll have like those pencil drawings of them and they'll be named in Latin at the bottom, like, that's what I feel like this floral is. So pretty. And it's a polyspan on the outer. So remember, it's like a crepey georgette, but the inner is all fully satin lined. So I also would call out, certainly in the black, maybe not depending on where you live, the blue or the rose floral, but I don't know, maybe. When fall and winter comes, like this, you could so rock over a black turtleneck and a great pair of jeans. Not to mention, think about this too, not just as a topper with separates, but if you're wearing a dress, really cute, right? This is a topper over a dress. It ships for free. That's the case with the entire Jour brand. Jour is this, QVC created the Jour brand. I remember when I first came to QVC 12 years ago, we had a brand named Jour. And the concept then was really the same as what we launched or relaunched a couple years ago. There wasn't really a brand at QVC that was just affordable trend. Not high designer trend, not like couture inspired, not any of that. And it's certainly, you know, trend is fun, but it can be scary if you're thinking about spending a ton of money on it because you don't know how long the trend will last or even how long you'll be into it. So you don't want to spend a ton of money, but it is nice to have these pieces in your wardrobe. I also think if you layer them over classic pieces like a basic t-shirt or basic pair of jeans, kind of makes you feel kind of current without having to be too really fashion in the know. So Jour came out a few years ago, and we largely don't reorder these pieces. We just want to stay on top of the trends. So when the one trend that we're following and talking about sells out in this item, then we move on to the next thing. So we ship for free in this brand. Price points are largely, not always, but for the most part, under $50. And the quality is really beautiful, and you don't see it anywhere else. But the kinds of trends and prints and cuts and, you know, like any kind of styling that you see on these pieces, because we have dresses, we have pants, we have tops, blazers, they all would be taken from that front row of the department store where like the newest things are on display, the newest things that are not on sale yet because they just came in because they're the current season's collection. That's where we get our inspiration. You know, like you're gonna see a romper coming up next. A lot of things happen this year in fashion. Harem pants are really big. I mean, not to bore you, but we could all name a few trends that are kind of fun. Maybe you're into it, maybe you're not sure. Maybe you'd like to be, but it's a little fashion forward for you. Whatever that looks like, Jour is a great way to taste those trends without spending too much money. I would say, because of how beautiful the floral is here, it's more for me the fact that this is a relevant look in terms of floral prints and then the cut of a blazer than it is trendy. But either way, we're not going to do it again. It ships for free. It's on Easy Pay, and we have the blue, the rose, and the black